Hey everyone, Aaron here with Elite Water Sports, and today you are going to learn how to jibe on this surfboard. You're becoming a kite surfer one step of the way, all right? There's 3 different jibes, all right? And let's first off talk about what is a jibe. A jibe is just basically a transition downwind in sailing terminology, okay? A tack is transitioning up into the breeze, okay? So as basic as it is, right? So you have 3 different variations of jibes. Of course, there's a whole bunch of different kind of jibes within those variations, but basically you have a jibe where you initiate your footwork before, during, or after the jibe. Those are your 3 variations, okay? And each one is going to be different for each person's background, all right? So you have to choose which one would possibly be easier for you, or just try them all, get good at them all, okay? I can tell you this, the board and the kite that you select for the day is definitely monumental for your success factor, okay? I can tell you this, a nice wide, big surface area board that's super flat, hardly any rocker, is gonna be a lot more stable on the water. Also, sizing up bigger than what most surf shops are gonna recommend you buying is also going to be a lot more stable. So maybe buy a bigger board than what you really think you should have, make it easy on yourself, and then when you're ready, buy a nice small fancy board to go out to the waves, all right? So we know the gear to use to become light on our feet to start practicing these different kinds of jibes. Now, what do we do with the kite? The kite, what you really want to do is before you initiate any kind of footwork at all, you want to actually go to 12 just for a split second. So using that back hand of yours, pulling left on the kite, having the kite go up towards 12 o'clock, that'll make you a little lighter. Sheet in on that bar, that'll make you lighter on your feet. And now you can actually move your feet around the board a little easier. So after you move your feet, then you're gonna initiate bringing that kite down lower so you still have that forward drive from it, all right? Same thing works for before the jibe, during the jibe, and after the jibe. You gotta have a lot of lift from the sail, the kite, in order to be light on your feet, all right? So if you're not good at toe side just yet, backtrack a little bit and watch some of our toe side videos and master that on your twin tip. That's gonna make it a lot easier for you to do jibes before and after, okay? At least the footwork part of it, all right? If you start going into your jibe and you do the footwork before the turn, that's gonna cause you to go toe side before you do that carving turn downwind, okay? If you do your footwork after the jibe, it's gonna cause you to end up in the toe side position, and then you'll have to flop your feet right away, okay? If you do your transition, you do your jibe, and halfway through the jibe, then you do your footwork, then I guess you really don't have to know how to do toe side just yet. So crucial to your development and being able to be light on your feet and have stability on the board is being able to switch your feet up to the front of the board and having a penguin stance that's with toes together like this, and being able to ride like that for a couple seconds. And if you're able to ride like that for a couple seconds and then switch either your front foot or back foot back into position, you're gonna be a lot more confident. So if you watch going into the turns either before, during, or after your jibe, by being really stable on your board with both feet planted in the front of the board and then being able to switch them forward or aft, you're gonna be super confident in all your transitions. All right, so now we're gonna do the footwork before the jibe. Let's go in with a little bit of speed, bringing the kite up to 12, have it lift you off the board so you can move your feet a little faster, lay into that toe side edge, and when you're ready, go ahead and do your transition. Downwind, bringing the kite around and laying back into that heel side edge again. We're gonna do our foot switch after the jibe, being upright on top of your board so that we can have a lot of speed and carry that through our turn We're gonna go to toe side. Make sure you lean into the breeze to keep that power going. Kite's planted at 1 o'clock. Bring it up a little higher. Get that lift, switch your feet. All right, so doing your footwork right in the middle of your transition is probably the hardest, at least in my opinion, the hardest way to do a jibe. And what that takes is a lot of energy, a lot of speed off your board, because your kite is now at 12 o'clock and you're drifting downwind pretty fast. You're gonna have to be pretty heavy on your feet too, because you don't have a lot of lift from your kite, because now you're going downwind with the breeze. So being confident in your footwork is definitely how you're gonna execute a foot switch in the middle of your jibe. You're gonna make sure that that kite is already kind of up high, so that you do get a little bit of lift from your kite. You're already on your heel side edge. As you're turning downwind, you're gonna go straight into the penguin stance, okay? Both feet planted firmly in the front of the board, all right? After you shift your once front foot to your back foot, that's when you're gonna go ahead and initiate sending the kite back the other direction that you wanna travel. And as you send the kite, make sure that you start leaning back into your harness and into your main line, so that you can have a nice firm heel side traction as you send it back the other way. In the end, riding this surfboard is going to make you a better kiter, a better kite flyer, a better board rider. It's just really cool to experiment with new things in kiteboarding. So this is Aaron with Elite Water Sports. We'll catch you on the water.